You know, the most annoying thing about that was we were doing the Jumeirah and we were happy with the color. I mean, 2.3 seconds, that's just amazing. Who needs to go faster and who can go faster than that to 200? And then like a few weeks later, boom, this Roadster is launched at 1.9.
One moment, Elon Musk is confidently steering Tesla toward a fully electric future. The next, a revolutionary hybrid engine leaves him visibly shaken on live TV. Koenigsegg just flipped the script. They didn't just build another hypercar, they reimagined performance itself, an electric motor the size of a backpack that delivers more torque than most SUVs. A synthetic fuel combustion engine that's both powerful and practically emission-free. It's not just innovation, it's an audacious challenge to everything Tesla has been pushing for years. Now Musk faces a crisis of vision. Can Tesla stick to its electric-only path when hybrids suddenly look faster, cleaner, and more thrilling? Is this the moment Tesla's reign finally breaks? Stick around to see how a single groundbreaking engine might change the entire future of driving, and why Elon Musk's next move could redefine Tesla's fate. Tesla's electric empire under siege. From the sleek lines of the Roadster to the angular audacity of the Cybertruck, Tesla's journey was nothing short of legendary. What started as a niche experiment became an unstoppable force. Musk wasn't just building cars, he was shaping the automotive future. Battery technology, rapid production scaling, over-the-air updates. Tesla set standards that others struggled to match. The electric revolution Musk spearheaded wasn't just technological, it was ideological. Tesla was more than a brand. It was a vision of a cleaner, smarter future. Governments around the world echoed that vision. From Europe's ambitious carbon neutrality targets to California's internal combustion engine bans, the global political tide favored Musk's vision. But just as Tesla's dominance seemed cemented, cracks began to form. Koenigsegg's reveal wasn't just a new vehicle, it was a statement. The automotive world suddenly had an alternative path, an electric motor that didn't need to dominate the car's design, a combustion engine that wasn't synonymous with pollution. For the first time, someone had challenged the fundamental premise that bigger batteries were the only way forward. Tesla, for all its innovation, was built on the foundation of battery technology. That's what made its reveal so disruptive. It challenged not just Tesla's products, but its entire approach. Could mass-produced electric cars really keep up with lightweight hybrids that offered similar power with less weight and environmental baggage? The industry couldn't help but notice the contrast. While Tesla scaled production, pushing to meet ever higher targets, the company took a completely different approach. Artisanal, precise, and shockingly effective. The automotive community wasn't just surprised, they were intrigued. Could this new philosophy really coexist with the electric future Tesla had promised? Tesla found itself in unfamiliar territory. Instead of being the innovator, it was the establishment, being challenged by a maverick that dared to think differently. They weren't just building cars, they were crafting a new kind of automotive ethos, the dark matter motor, a compact revolution, a motor that fits in a backpack but delivers more power than most SUVs. How did they pull this off? At the heart of Koenigsegg's breakthrough was the dark matter motor. It wasn't just powerful, it was revolutionary in how it delivered that power. Compact and incredibly dense, it was unlike anything the automotive industry had seen. Traditional electric vehicles rely on bulky battery packs and multi-motor setups. Tesla's dual-motor systems are impressive, but they come with limitations: weight, complexity, and energy management. Koenigsegg took a different approach. Their motor used a raxial flux design, a hybrid of radial and axial flux technologies. Radial flux motors are common in EVs, while axial flux motors are known for being power-dense but hard to scale. It fused these concepts into a six-phase architecture, distributing power more evenly and managing heat far better than standard setups. The result was a motor that didn't just promise power, it delivered it efficiently and reliably. It was the ultimate combination of compactness and capability. Unlike Tesla's multi-motor systems, which require complex algorithms to manage torque distribution, Koenigsegg's dark matter motor did it inherently, reducing the number of components and potential points of failure. This wasn't just a clever piece of engineering. It was a philosophical departure from the electric vehicle norm. While Tesla chased more power through larger, more complex setups, it made power smarter, lighter, and more integrated. The dark matter motor was not just a technical triumph. It was a statement that bigger isn't always better. Yet, innovation rarely stands alone. To truly revolutionize the automotive landscape, Koenigsegg knew they needed more than just a motor. They needed a fuel that matched their vision. The breakthrough didn't stop with the motor. The company also rethought the fuel itself. Synthetic fuel. The return of combustion? What if you could burn fuel without harming the planet? While the world rushed toward batteries, Koenigsegg quietly embraced a parallel path: synthetic fuel. It wasn't just a token gesture. It was an integral part of their hybrid vision. Unlike traditional gasoline, synthetic e-fuel is carbon neutral. It's produced by capturing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and combining it with hydrogen from renewable sources. The result is a fuel that, when burned, releases the same amount of carbon that was used to make it. This wasn't just environmentally promising. It was a performance breakthrough. Koenigsegg's new engine, a quad-turbo V8, produces over 1,500 horsepower. The lightweight nature of the fuel, combined with the compact motor, meant that the vehicle maintained the visceral driving experience combustion enthusiasts craved, while meeting modern environmental standards. Battery electric vehicles, despite their promise, come with significant environmental trade-offs: mining lithium, cobalt, and other rare minerals, often under harsh and exploitative conditions. Synthetic fuel offered a cleaner, scalable alternative. By integrating synthetic fuel into their hybrid system, it wasn't just challenging the electric paradigm, they were reclaiming combustion's rightful place in the conversation. Performance without guilt, power without pollution. It was a vision that captivated both engineers and environmentalists alike. We dug deep to break down how the company's revolutionary hybrid just shook Tesla to its core. If you're enjoying this level of insight and want to stay ahead of the game, consider subscribing. It really helps us keep bringing you these in-depth breakdowns. Now, as the engineering world reeled from this double revelation, Tesla's empire faced its biggest test yet: Elon Musk, a shaken visionary. When the truth hit, even Musk couldn't mask his shock. How did his unbreakable vision get so disrupted? Tesla had always been synonymous with innovation. From the earliest days of the Roadster to the widespread adoption of the Model 3, Musk crafted a narrative of unstoppable progress. His confidence became a cornerstone of Tesla's identity. Investors trusted it, engineers thrived on it, and competitors feared it. But when Koenigsegg unveiled the dark matter motor and their synthetic fuel hybrid engine, the air of invincibility cracked. For the first time, Musk found himself reacting rather than leading. In a live Q&A session shortly after the reveal, Musk's typically unwavering demeanor seemed compromised. His words were cautious, almost uncertain. Social media and industry analysts couldn't help but speculate. Was Musk genuinely worried? Tesla's public relations team quickly tried to manage the fallout. Cryptic tweets appeared from Musk's account, hinting that physics would ultimately prevail, but the vague reassurance did little to ease investor tension. News outlets dissected every word, every nuance, trying to understand Musk's mindset. Was this the first sign that Tesla's golden era might be in jeopardy? Internally, the pressure was even more intense. Engineers at Tesla's research and development centers reportedly held urgent meetings, trying to make sense of Koenigsegg's breakthrough. How could a small Swedish manufacturer suddenly leapfrog the most innovative electric vehicle company in the world? Rumors of internal disagreements surfaced, with some engineers advocating for a pivot toward hybrid models, while others insisted on doubling down on battery technology. For Musk, this wasn't just a technical challenge, it was an existential one. Tesla had built its entire brand on the premise that electric vehicles were the future. Now, with it demonstrating that combustion could be clean and electric could be compact, that vision seemed less certain. Musk wasn't just fighting to innovate, he was fighting to keep his vision relevant. The fallout didn't stop with Musk's reaction. It hit Wall Street just as hard. Market shock. Investor panic. When the news broke, Tesla's stock didn't just dip, it crashed. Wall Street analysts had always held Tesla in a unique position. The company wasn't just another automaker. It was a tech giant, an innovation leader. Investors bought into Musk's charisma as much as his vision. That confidence had propelled Tesla to unprecedented market valuations, often exceeding traditional manufacturers. But confidence is a fragile thing. As reports spread about Koenigsegg's revolutionary hybrid system, investors started to question Tesla's future. Could the company that made electric cars cool and mainstream suddenly find itself outpaced by a niche competitor? The doubts translated to numbers. Tesla's stock plummeted, shedding billions of dollars in market value within days. financial analysts began revising their forecasts. Wall Street was quick to react, downgrading Tesla's outlook from strong buy to hold or even sell. The narrative had shifted. Instead of asking how high Tesla could soar, the question became whether it could withstand this unexpected competition. Some investors, once unwavering supporters, started to pull out, wary that Tesla's battery-centric strategy might not be as future-proof as once thought. Compounding the issue were political factors. In the United States, President Trump's administration had been reconsidering its stance on electric vehicle subsidies, instead showing favor towards hybrid innovation to protect domestic automotive jobs. Meanwhile, in Canada, Prime Minister Mark Carney's balanced approach promoted a dual investment in both pure electric and hybrid technologies, signaling a shift away from all-in battery strategies. The sudden policy discussions only deepened the uncertainty. If government incentives started favoring hybrids, Tesla's reliance on battery tech would become a liability rather than an asset. Investors didn't just fear innovation. They feared regulatory shifts that could upend Tesla's business model overnight. It wasn't just the investors. Tesla's own engineers were caught in the turmoil. The engineer rebellion behind Tesla's closed doors. When the dust settled, Tesla's engineers had one burning question: how did we get left behind? Within the company, the mood shifted from excitement to confusion and frustration. Tesla had always been at the cutting edge, pushing boundaries while others followed. Now it seemed like they were playing catch-up. At Tesla's Fremont facility, engineers gathered for impromptu meetings. Ideas flew across the room, some practical, others almost desperate. Should Tesla consider hybrids after all? Could a smaller, more efficient motor design be integrated into existing models without sacrificing performance? Debates grew heated. Some insisted that doubling down on electric power was the only way forward, while others argued that the Koenigsegg model showed the value of hybrid flexibility. The divide wasn't just technical, it was ideological. Tesla's mission statement had always been about moving away from fossil fuels entirely. Adopting a hybrid strategy felt, to some, like a betrayal of that principle. Yet the data was hard to ignore. If the company's compact, powerful motor could be mass-produced, it would fundamentally change what consumers expected from performance cars. Leaked internal emails revealed growing tension among team leaders. Some expressed concerns about Musk's vision being too rigid, too committed to batteries when the industry might be on the verge of a hybrid renaissance. Others questioned whether Tesla's manufacturing infrastructure could even accommodate such a shift without enormous costs. One thing was clear: confidence within Tesla was eroding. The once unshakable faith in the company's direction was now being questioned, not just externally, but from within. The engineers felt caught between loyalty to Musk's vision and the harsh reality of technological competition. While Tesla struggled internally, competitors saw a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The rivals rally, automakers see a chance. As Tesla wavered, rival automakers saw an opening, and they didn't waste time. Ford, General Motors, and several European manufacturers quickly capitalized on Tesla's vulnerability. Ford announced a renewed focus on hybrid trucks, leveraging their existing infrastructure to offer models that could appeal to both traditional buyers and eco-conscious consumers. General Motors, seeing the potential for a paradigm shift, accelerated its own synthetic fuel research, aiming to develop a performance sedan that could rival Koenigsegg's hybrid power while maintaining mass production efficiency. European brands like BMW and Mercedes also started revisiting their plug-in hybrid platforms, recognizing that a balanced approach might align better with shifting consumer expectations. The political climate played a role as well. President Trump openly praised American companies pursuing hybrid technology, emphasizing the importance of keeping jobs local and reducing dependency on overseas battery supply chains. This sentiment echoed across the Rust Belt, where manufacturing jobs remained a critical political issue. In Canada, Mark Carney's government launched a subsidy program specifically for lightweight hybrid technology, aiming to position the nation as a leader in sustainable automotive innovation. This dual approach, supporting both battery and hybrid vehicles, made it clear that countries were beginning to hedge their bets, rather than fully committing to an all-electric future. Rival automakers weren't just reacting, they were repositioning. Press releases from European and American brands emphasized innovation without sacrificing tradition. Marketing campaigns started framing hybrids not as a compromise, but as a practical evolution, a way to bridge the gap between performance and sustainability. Tesla's challengers didn't just see an opportunity, they saw a new direction. As the public's perception of electric vehicles began to shift, the question wasn't just about speed or efficiency. It was about which vision of the future would prevail. Just as rivals moved in, the public perception of electric vehicles began to shift. The new blueprint: hybrid dominance. When the industry bet on batteries, one Swedish supercar maker flipped the script. Could hybrids actually outshine pure EVs? For more than a decade, Tesla and its imitators championed the narrative that only large battery packs could deliver a cleaner, quieter, more efficient ride. Billions poured into cell manufacturing and charging networks, all under the assumption that electric was the one true path. Then Koenigsegg unveiled its dark matter motor, a radial flux hybrid system that upends conventional thinking. Instead of lugging around massive battery bundles, this motor packs extraordinary torque into a compact package, shedding weight and complexity. The philosophy at play isn't compromise, it's synthesis. By melding visceral combustion thrills with electric efficiency, the company argues hybrids can deliver superior performance without environmental sacrifice. Long before this announcement, Toyota had quietly perfected hybrid balance, equal parts fuel economy and reliability. But their focus was economy, not exhilaration. Koenigsegg, by contrast, uses hybrid power to amplify excitement. The dark matter's design eliminates bulky cooling circuits, freeing up space for performance components and slashing energy losses. Synthetic e-fuel complements the package, preserving the engine's roar and mechanical feedback that EVs often lack. Pure EV champions now face hard questions. Battery weight remains a hurdle. More cells mean more mass, sapping handling and range. Critical mineral shortages still loom large, and charging infrastructure, though expanding, can't match the instant refuel of a combustion engine. In this light, hybrids emerge not as a half measure, but as a formidable third option. Powered by both electrons and hydrocarbons, they can satisfy a spectrum of needs that pure EVs or ICE cars alone cannot. The consumer dilemma: electric or hybrid? If hybrids are the new hyper frontier, have buyers been misled by the electric-only gospel? For years, automakers and policymakers pitched EVs as the singular sustainable choice. Early adopters proudly drove Teslas, confident they were pioneers on the right side of history. Now its breakthrough has those same drivers asking if they bet on the wrong horse. It's more than performance. It's value retention. Battery degradation still worries many owners. Long charge times, range anxiety, and the cost of eventual pack replacement cast doubt. Hybrids sidestep these issues, offering comparable efficiency plus fuel flexibility. Synthetic fuels, made by capturing atmospheric CO2 and combining it with green hydrogen, can run in existing engines with minimal modifications, a potential game changer for long-distance travel. Financially, resale projections shift. A decade ago, EVs promised strong residuals. Today, as hybrids flirt with performance benchmarks, pure electrics risk faster depreciation. Government incentives are pivoting too. Under President Trump, subsidies favoring battery EVs are under review, with new programs likely to include hybrid innovation to sustain domestic manufacturing. In Canada, Prime Minister Mark Carney's plan explicitly rewards both BEVs and hybrids, signaling that balanced technology policies are here to stay. Performance enthusiasts feel especially torn. They miss the tactile engagement of shifting gears and engine feedback, sensations muted or absent in silent electric drivetrains. Koenigsegg's hybrid solution delivers both instant electric torque and the growl of high-revving combustion, speaking directly to drivers unwilling to sacrifice excitement for efficiency. Choosing between a pure EV or a hybrid is no longer a straightforward sustainability statement. It's an emotional, financial, and practical gamble. The future may demand that buyers hedge, embrace built-in flexibility to adapt as technology, policy, and personal priorities evolve. The environmental dilemma: green isn't simple anymore. The green argument once seemed airtight. Swap out gas engines for electric motors and emissions plummet. But the sustainability ledger is more complex than tailpipe stats. Battery production relies heavily on lithium, cobalt, and nickel, mined under often questionable conditions. Cobalt extraction in the Democratic Republic of Congo has been linked to human rights abuses and child labor. Lithium operations in arid regions can exhaust precious water supplies, damaging local ecosystems. Recycling remains costly and incomplete. Synthetic e-fuels offer a compelling counterpoint. By capturing carbon during fuel synthesis, then releasing it during combustion, they can achieve near carbon neutrality. Porsche, Audi, and other brands have invested in pilot projects. But Koenigsegg's direct integration sets a new benchmark, proving such fuels can power performance hybrids, rather than just modest daily drivers. Within the environmental community, opinions split. Purists argue that any combustion undermines climate goals, and that efforts should focus exclusively on battery breakthroughs. Pragmatists counter that until batteries reach true sustainability, both in raw material mining and end-of-life recycling. Synthetic fuel hybrids provide a bridge, especially for high-energy applications like sports cars, heavy trucks, and aviation. A diversified approach may be inevitable. EVs for urban commuters, hybrids for enthusiasts and long-haul transport, and continued R&D on both battery chemistries and synthetic fuels. This nuanced strategy challenges the idea of a single silver bullet solution, suggesting instead that multiple powertrains will coexist on the road to decarbonization. Can Musk pivot? The road ahead for Tesla. With hybrids gaining ground, Tesla faces a critical crossroads. Double down on pure EV dominance or embrace a hybrid contingency. Elon Musk has a track record of adaptation, pivoting Tesla during its production hell, turning SpaceX around at the brink of collapse, and disrupting solar and battery storage markets. Yet convincing its fanbase to accept any combustion component would be a bold departure. Behind the scenes, Tesla engineers are reportedly investigating compact motor topologies, reminiscent of Koenigsegg's radial flux design. Patent filings hint at innovations in motor packaging and thermal management that could support hybrid integration. Additionally, internal discussions about advanced battery recycling and potential synthetic fuel partnerships suggest the company is hedging its bets. Publicly, Musk remains steadfast. Electric is the future, he proclaims. But hints of strategic flexibility appear in Tesla's pursuit of new patents and collaborative projects, with chemical firms exploring e-fuel production. A partial pivot could preserve Tesla's performance edge, marrying its industry-leading battery know-how with lightweight hybrid modules to tackle long-range, heavy-duty, or track-focused applications. Whether Tesla embraces hybrids or doubles down on EV innovation, one thing is clear: the road ahead will be defined by flexibility. As hybrids claim territory once considered the exclusive domain of battery electric vehicles, every automaker must ask, is pure electric the final chapter, or just one act in a much larger story? The industry paradigm shift. Are hybrids the new standard? When the disruptor becomes the disrupted, the industry rewrites its own playbook. For years, electric vehicles reigned supreme. Every major automaker raced to phase out combustion in favor of batteries. Tesla's all-electric vision felt inevitable. Then Koenigsegg dropped a bombshell: the dark matter motor paired with a synthetic fuel V8. Instead of sidelining combustion, they reinvented it, packing visceral power and instant electric torque into a single package that respects sustainability. Legacy manufacturers took note. Ford announced an expanded hybrid truck lineup, promising both utility and efficiency. General Motors fast-tracked synthetic fuel engines for its performance sedans. Over in Europe, BMW and Mercedes revisited their hybrid experiments, eyeing models that blend thrilling acceleration with greener operation. Even Toyota, the long-standing hybrid pioneer, teased more driver-focused variants. Politics amplified the shift. President Trump's administration, wary of full electrification's impact on American jobs, championed hybrid incentives. In Ottawa, Prime Minister Mark Carney backed a dual approach, funding electric and hybrid development alike. What began as a technical marvel has become a cultural challenge to the all-electric orthodoxy. Flexibility, not dogma, is emerging as the industry's new mantra. Global economic ripple effects, a market on edge. Innovation rarely unfolds quietly. Koenigsegg's hybrid breakthrough jolted financial markets. Tesla's share price dipped as investors questioned whether pure electric could withstand a hybrid renaissance. Conversely, Ford and GM stocks ticked up on speculation that established automakers might reap rewards by doubling down on hybrid prowess. Across the Atlantic, uncertainty crept into German and French markets. Policymakers there hinted at updating emissions frameworks to accommodate synthetic fuels. China, however, stayed laser-focused on battery supremacy, announcing fresh incentives for domestic cell production. Meanwhile, Canada's finance ministers unveiled a new subsidy scheme that rewards both electric and hybrid purchases, ensuring against future volatility. Wall Street analysts scrambled to revise long-term forecasts. Which companies truly embody the next phase of mobility? Legacy players with hybrid roadmaps suddenly looked more compelling than pure electric upstarts. As global markets recalibrate, one thing is clear: automakers that embrace technological plurality may enjoy steadier growth than those betting everything on a single powertrain. Consumer culture clash, performance versus purity. When hybrids hit the spotlight, car buyers found themselves at a crossroads. For years, EV owners basked in zero-emission pride, convinced they were driving the future. Today, they face an unsettling question: did they overlook a better option? Performance enthusiasts are enthralled by the hybrid promise. The thunder of a V8 coupled with instantaneous electric surge delivers a sensory thrill that pure EVs struggle to match. Koenigsegg's approach feels less like compromise and more like evolution, a way to chase lap record speeds without guilt. Yet electric purists bristle at the idea. To them, any combustion undermines climate ambitions and drags a foot on the accelerator of progress. Tesla remains their holy grail, emblematic of an uncompromised green future, even in the face of hybrid allure. This cultural schism runs deeper than specs and stats. It's about identity. Do you define yourself by raw performance balanced with pragmatism, or by unwavering commitment to zero-emission motoring? As the debate intensifies, the market may fracture into camps defined not just by technology, but by values. The final verdict: Tesla versus Koenigsegg. Who will define the future? The battle lines are drawn. Tesla's all-electric dream has reshaped the automotive world until now. The company's synthetic fuel hybrid has proven that combustion and electricity can coexist in thrilling harmony. The industry looks split: pure EV mass adoption on one flank, high-performance hybrids on the other. Elon Musk faces a historic decision: stick rigidly to the electric mandate, or pivot toward hybrid innovation. Tesla's history shows Musk can pivot hard when necessary. Recall the rapid retooling during the production hell of the Model 3, or SpaceX's near-death turnaround. Yet embracing combustion, even synthetically fueled, risks alienating the core Tesla faithful who prize purity of purpose. Behind closed doors, whispers circulate of patent filings for compact motors that echo the company's radial flux design, and exploratory talks on synthetic fuel partnerships. Publicly, Tesla remains defiantly electric, but signs of strategic hedging are hard to ignore. And that's it. Koenigsegg just might have rewritten the future of cars, and Tesla's electric empire could be on the line. What do you think? Is this the beginning of a new hybrid era? Or will Musk find a way to bounce back? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay updated on the latest automotive game changers.